Hello. I'm doing something exciting today. I got this unprimed canvas a while back because I have this area above my reading chair where there's the electrical box and I want to cover it up, but I want to be able to easily access the electrical box. So what I'm going to do is just oil painting on some raw canvas and not have it stretched so it's not on the frame or anything. And it can just be like a tapestry pretty much, just hung up there, easily moved out of the way when I need to get into the electrical box and put back. So I'm starting that, and I'm gonna have to prime this, which is gonna be fun. So I think today I'm going to cut it to size and prime it. I'm gonna save the plastic. That looks like it could be for an electrical box, don't you think? Now I just need to prime it. I can already tell this is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to do since it's not stretched. So I'm going to show you all the edges. So this is what we have. It's pretty large. I'm super excited for this. Now I'm going to get the gesso out and just start gessoing it. This is the biggest rough bristled brush that I have, so it's what I'm going to use. I wish that I had a larger one, but I've got the first layer of gesso on, and as you can see, as it shrunk, it started to pull off the wall. It actually completely fell off the wall. Anyway, maybe I should have done the first layer of gesso on the ground, but I didn't. So I'm hoping that this will stay up on the wall as it dries. I've put it back on there, so hopefully it'll stay. If not, I'll let you know. But I'm gonna let the first layer dry. It's the next day, and I'm about to do a second coat of, what's that shit called? I'm about to do a second coat of gesso on this piece of canvas. I've taped it back up, reinforced it a little bit, but we'll see. I wonder if the second coat is gonna make it shrink anymore. I'm gonna sand it after I do the second coat. I know some people sand it after they do the first coat, but mine doesn't really look like it needs it, so I'm just gonna sand it after the second one. My camera cut out, but it's the same day. I just had to put a hoodie on because I was cold. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding. There are parts of it where it looks like the gesso, like there's dried gesso around the rim, and it looks like some of it got mixed into the paint and transferred onto the canvas. So I'm gonna sand those bits off, and hopefully I won't have to do another layer of gesso. Hopefully I can just keep it how it is and go ahead and start painting. I'm gonna do like a bright yellow wash so that there won't be any white that shows through, and anything that shows through will be a yellow. And then I'm gonna go in with my painting. After sanding, it looks like I do want to go back in those areas and add another layer of gesso. So I'm gonna do that and then wait for it to dry. I hate waiting. Now we wait. gonna wait for that to dry. I'm gonna take a few minutes to quickly plan kind of what I want the painting to look like. I've done one little drawing so far, and I want to do a few more because I have this idea for like an abstract background with purple, like a really light purple, like almost white, and either gray or black. But then I also wanted to go through and do like black flowers, maybe a little moon, maybe some bats as well. So I'm gonna do a few more drawings and kind of figure out what exactly I want the painting to look like, and then I'll go paint it. Trying to work something out I don't know, it didn't work for me. I have an idea in my head that I'm struggling to get onto paper. Hopefully I won't struggle to get it on the canvas, but we'll just have to see. But I'm just gonna go for it and try some things out. So I've got these flowers that I drew, and I really want to have these kind of growing up from the bottom, and then I might add some bats as well, like silhouettes of bats. So these are the drawings that I did that have inspired this little tapestry, and hopefully that will all come together over like an abstract background to create a nice image. But for right now, I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna come back with probably a thicker layer of that cobalt violet hue. I might have underestimated how much paint this would use, but I guess I can always go to the store. There's no turning back now. It's gonna be a full little painted piece. Actually, I think I might do a little test, I guess, of the flowers. This is gonna be the moon. It's not gonna stay yellow. So kind of like that, but a few of them. Maybe I'll open that one real quick. Dry, and I'll probably do another layer of purple over the top, and then I'll get into the details finally. I hope you can hear the rain sounds. I love that color of purple. I got a little bit of paint on the edges here, so I'm thinking about either going back and painting the edges afterwards, or maybe embroidering the edges, some kind of design, or I don't know. We'll see how it looks when I'm done with it. I don't know if I ever showed you these socks that I made. I don't know, I want to call them a nicer pair of socks. I really like the detailing on them. I love the heel. They're a very cute pattern while still being kind of, I don't know, they're kind of basic, I guess. Like they would be your basic everyday sock, but they're still really cute, especially in this purple color. So I think these are going to be a style that I would offer on Etsy. I've been doing some for my family, my aunt and my uncles, and they've been enjoying their socks a lot. They seem to be really sturdy, especially if they're taken care of. But anyway, I finished knitting myself some reading socks. As you can see, there are a few discrepancies, like The yellow on this one is much smaller than the yellow on this one. I seem to have carried the floats on this one better than this one that I knit at first. You can see all of the black there. These are just for me, so I'm not really worried about it. I didn't want to go back and fix anything. I'm just gonna keep them how they are, because these are just gonna be like reading socks, house socks, just wanting some nice, warm, cozy, like chunky socks at home. I definitely like the heel size of this one better than the little small heel. Also, when I was knitting these, I did not have a pattern for them. These are the socks that were, like, one of them was sitting on the needles for years. Like, I'm gonna say at least 3 years, but maybe even more than that. Because I started them without a pattern. I swear there was a video on YouTube that was about making chunky socks like this, but every time I've tried to look for it since then, I've not been able to find it, so I never went and finished them. But now that I've been knitting socks for a while, I was like, oh, I could probably just figure it out, like use some of the patterns that I have and just transpose them basically to be able to work for this size. And I definitely did that, I think, successfully. I mean, there's definitely mistakes in these socks. It was my first time doing multiple colors where you carry the floats. So like, I was doing this yellow part while also knitting the black part, and then you have to carry those. And so anyway, I've never done that before. That was a new thing that I did on this project. But I think overall, I did a good job. And now I'm going to block these. I'm gonna block them tonight, and hopefully by tomorrow afternoon I can wear them. I'm so excited. They're so cute. I also wanted to show you while I was here the sketchbook page that I've been working on. I did part of the ink outline today. I want to go back and outline like this flower as well. I have lost all my other tips. I'm sure they're just somewhere around here. But I don't know where they are. And I didn't know if I wanted to do that outlining in this fat tip. I think I want to do it in a thinner one, but I don't know. I don't know where they are. So maybe I'll just keep looking around and try and find my smaller ones. But anyway, I'm gonna go block these socks. I added this little plate in here to just weigh it down so it would soak really well. But honestly, you want it to be able to move around. So I'm gonna leave it for a few minutes without the plate on it, and it being like suspended in the water and able to kind of move is important to get the stitches to look more even throughout the whole piece. And that's really the point of blocking. It's like shaping and stretching out the stitches. And so if there's any really tight parts, they usually come out looking a bit more loose. If there's any really loose parts, they kind of tighten up a bit as the whole garment stretches. So I kind of like jiggling it around a little bit, and you can see the bubbles. I put a little bit of laundry detergent in there. I put a little more laundry detergent than I usually would. Like normally I don't have it showing the bubbles. So I'm probably gonna have to wash the laundry detergent out before I stretch them over the sock blockers. so excited to wear these. This is where I hang my socks to dry. These are my boyfriend's socks that I made for him. I always hang them here to dry after I wash them. I always just stretch them over the sock blockers again.
We've been living in sin so long, all the feels are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Let's go. All sing your high line with the roller coaster of life. Yeah. It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. Oh, you seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at.